Hello beautiful people, it is your girl Lorcutt back with another video. So for today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about how you build your clientele for freelancing. For those of you that have watched my videos, I do freelancing advice, video editing, tips, tricks, and advice, and also some lifestyle videos until I become a travel YouTuber. So as you know, I am a freelance video editor right now. I kind of work for myself under Lorcutt Video Editing, and I can tell you right now, getting to where I am today was very hard, but it's the fact that you have to keep pushing yourself and you have to keep going. You can't let rejection or failure get the best of you. Today, I'm gonna go over ways to build your clientele. Let's get into the video. Also, sorry for the huge mess in the back of the video. I am in the process of moving and I'm going to be moving into a house. I'm moving into a completely different city. From my freelance business, I have made money to get out of my parents' house, which I'm so thankful for. And I will be making a video on the moving process, how my room is gonna be, everything after I move in, which is only in a couple weeks. So super excited for that, so stay tuned for that video. Okay, so for building clientele, it can be a little tricky if I'm being honest. Most of the time, you have to go to the client. The client cannot find you. Most of the time when companies look for a certain freelancer, they go on those websites like Upwork, Fiverr. They look it up on Google, or they have referrals from other companies. That being said, freelancing is such a good step towards running your own business, all because you are the person that runs it. You're the person in charge of your schedule. You're the person in charge of every single project that you do. This can be difficult depending on the personal experience you have with the skill that you are willing to freelance for, your location, and your typical niche, target market, and style. Style can apply to a bunch of different things for freelancing, but for my case, for video editing, there are a bunch of different styles of video editing. Some people just do strictly social media videos. Some people do strictly montages or live action footage. Really make sure that you point out what your business is, who you're targeting, and what style that you're doing. So the first way to build your clientele is word of mouth. Of course, this is the most basic way possible, but it actually works. I receive multiple clients just by posting on my social media and also spreading the word. I start to talk more and more about my business to people, and the more you do that, the more people know. So they'll have in the back of your head, okay, this person knows how to do this skill, but people talk, believe it or not. I mean, there's 7 billion people in the world, so imagine just talking to one person saying, yeah, I do this, freelancing for this skill, yada yada yada. Talk to my friend about it, then their friend is like, oh, I need help with video editing, I don't know any video editors. Your friend's like, oh, I know someone, boom, referral. Then that person tells the other person, and then the cycle just keeps going. So that is why it is all about connections for freelancing. This is how your business skyrockets. Whenever you talk about your business, talk about it in a positive light and also with authority. You want people to know that you know what you're doing, because otherwise, if you seem a bit iffy or a little wish-washy, they're like, I don't want that person to work for me. People like confidence because they know that you're gonna be doing the job well. So yeah, that being said, since I've been posting on my social media accounts, you have to be proactive and consistent with it, because people will see the consistency and it would always be in the back of their head. So for instance, I post every single week on my YouTube channel every Thursday, but I also post 2 things on my story a week saying that this is coming out, a teaser, and then I post when it's out. So this is a constant reminder for people to know what your business is up to and what you do. There will be a little person in the back of their head saying, I know someone who can do that. So yeah, word of mouth can only do so much, so that's when we get to referrals. And that sometimes is led from word of mouth. So people talking about you to others and then you get referred to them through someone else. Referrals, believe it or not, help tremendously. Just for my second client ever, I received 4 referrals and then got referrals from those people that I was referred from. So the chain keeps going and the cycle keeps repeating. If one of your previous clients have had a good experience with you, I'd request getting a testimonial and also for them to refer you to others. If they refer you to
and I just threw up.
Cool. And ask if they can refer you to others that might also need someone to fulfill that skill or fulfill that position that they need. A lot of people tend to have that little person in the back of their head when someone needs something. Oh my god, I need a video editor so bad. I don't even know where to find one.
Well, I actually know this friend of mine named Lorcutt, and she does freelance video editing. I could give you her email and you could contact her or something.
Okay, great. I'll send a message. Boom. done. All of the work that you need to get a client is right there in front of you. It's all in the control of your hands. It's all in the control of the relationship that you build with the client as well. If you have a really good standing relationship when you first meet them, then the process is going to run smoothly. Also, the type of client that they are depends on that as well, which I will get into another video about soon. Posting on social media accounts is basically considered advertising, but there's two types. So we have free and paid advertising. Free advertising is what you are doing. For my instance, social media accounts. I post my portfolio on LinkedIn, I have made a website, a Facebook page, and I market it a lot, but it's free. It just depends on how much you're posting and it's your consistency. It's up to you what happens with that advertising. And then paid advertising is usually Facebook ads, Google AdWords, newspapers, magazines, etc. So those are the stuff that usually paid advertising does make a bigger difference. Also having a specific target audience and a specific niche that you are doing, you're freelancing for. Honestly, the only ways to successfully promote your business. So for instance, I am a freelance video editor and I want to reach out to top 100 travel YouTubers. In the Facebook ads or the LinkedIn, I type in a keyword with travel, video editing, video, Adobe Premiere, see who comes up in that population and then target that, advertise towards them. So personally, I think this and the next technique are probably the most successful ways to promote your freelancing business, but this last one is the old-fashioned way, which people do not really think about, but it is outreach. Outreach is basically those annoying calls that you get from salespeople or those emails, I guess people would say, but it's actually not a spam because I actually do my own research to find these people to email. I personally have actually gotten a majority of my clients through outreach, which I never even expected because I thought,
no one uses email. Like, who checks email?
No, everyone uses their email. Everyone has a work email, everyone has a personal email. So there's a lot. So how I do outreach is I basically do a lot of research on the client that I want after I have picked my niche that I want to do. So we're gonna go back to a top 100 travel YouTubers. I search that into Google, find the huge list, and then I also do a little bit of investigation trying to find their email. I make a huge Excel sheet and I also personalize every first line that I make to them, and then I successfully make the offer at the end and try to schedule a meeting with them in the process. Prospecting and personalizing definitely take up the bulk of your time trying to find clients. So yeah, it becomes worth it when the clients respond to those emails. So you want at least a 20% meeting book rate. So for instance, if I send 100 emails, I want to get 2 meeting book rates back. So that's 2 meetings and hopefully a success rate with both of those. So if I were to send 400 emails, I would have 8 clients, which is pretty good because me, myself, I can only handle 2 to 3 clients at a time. Once the bulk of that process is done and over with, you research everything, you personalize everything, you make your offer, you make that meeting, then you have a client. Even if people don't even respond or they end up rejecting or declining you, they still keep you in the back of your head. And I've actually gotten clients like that. They will come back to you later when you are needed. So yeah, I hope these tips were super helpful for you freelancers out there. I hope these are some helpful ways to build your clientele. This is just through personal experience. Your business will continue to flourish once you continue to push yourself to find clients. Clients do not come to you, you have to come to them in most cases. So make sure you stand out. They usually can't find you out of the blue, so talk about your business as much as possible. Any attention is good attention. So if you want to make your business flourish, talk about it as much as possible. Promote it as much as possible. Pay for the advertising. Make those emails. Send them. But don't let rejection get the best of you. You need to stick it out. You need to motivate yourself and you need to tell yourself, okay, this is just another person, on to the next. That's where I'm at today. So of course the goal to everyone's freelance business is to scale up and increase your source of income. If you want to continue to grow your business as a freelancer, you also want to grow your experience and your portfolio as well. Hope these tips helped you so much. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down below to subscribe to this channel, and also press the bell for the post notifications so you can see every time I post a new video every single Thursday. Comment down below if you have any tips for freelancers as well. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and I will see you on Thursday.